Hey everyone, welcome to my channel, Kindred Souls of Brooklyn. And folks, there's been a lot of speculation as to where and when Disney's going to open up their new park, their fifth gate. Well, I can tell you with reasonable probability where that park is going to probably be located. So stay tuned for a really interesting video. Hope you enjoy it. Stay tuned. Disney's fifth gate, Disney's fifth park. So there's no secret that Disney wants to open a fifth park, and the reason for that is that Universal Studios is opening up a new park of their own in 2025 called Epic Universe. That's a definite, it's an absolute. They're working on it right now. And, in the month of October, Disney is always going to be Disney. I don't know if Universal will ever displace them, but the fact of the matter is they're catching up. In the month of October, Universal now pretty much makes more money than Disney with the theme parks because Halloween Horror Nights far outshines Mickey's Not So Scary, even though I love the latter better than the former. So with that in mind, Disney's going to have to open up a fifth park. And because even though you have all this stuff going on there with Reedy Creek and Ron DeSantis changing some different things that were going on with Disney's government down there, Disney actually makes what they call a comprehensive plan. They made it in 2022. So Disney themselves does an assessment of their own property, and they put this is a 400-page document. And the best part of it is you could look up this document yourself, and it's just Google it. It's the Reedy Creek Comprehensive Plan 2032. So it's obviously good up until 2032, and it shows you all throughout where Disney thinks their best possible places are for these parks. So when you look at these parks and you realize that a theme park of Disney size, pretty much if you look at all the other theme parks that Disney has, I did this research right here, and basically it's common research, common knowledge. You could see the size of each of the Disney theme parks. And with that in mind, you kind of have an idea of how big it would have to be. Okay, so next you're going to figure out what's the most logical spot that it would be. Now, there are 3 logical spots if you look at this comprehensive plan. And I think I can narrow it down to 1 with the help of my friend Figment, and of course a lot of Batman detective work that I've done. Let's check this. All right, so this is Figment, the Figment popcorn bucket. Kind of make this video a little fun. So if you've never seen this was given out during the Festival of the Arts, right? So let's see, if you pop the nose right here, right? Figment's back opens up. He's got popcorn in there, right? And let's see, Figment, what you think. Let's see, Figment, what you think, where you think the park is going to go. So check this out, next to Wide World of Sports. Now, Figment, why in the world would you think, I can't do a Figment voice. Figment, why in the world would you think it would be near Wide World of Sports? Well, Figment ain't talking, so I'll tell you why I think it's going to be near Wide World of Sports. First of all, as you know, Disney's newest mode of transportation is the Skyliner. We all know that it's great, it's fantastic. If you've never been on it, please go on it. And we all know that Disney wants to expand it because monorails are $20 million a piece. The monorails that are there right now, they're been there since 1986. It doesn't seem like they're going to replace those. So what's the next viable option is the Skyliner. If Disney puts the park right next to Wide World of Sports, which there's a big swath of land there, they can absolutely positively, now think about this, it'll be next to Wide World of Sports. Is Wide World of Sports making Disney a lot of money? I'm really not sure because they had spring training there this year, and yeah, I think it makes the money, but generally if they put a park next to Wide World of Sports, a 250-acre park, let's just say, right? Now, who knows what that park's going to be? We'd all want a villain's park, right? I think it could be a Pixar park. I don't know what the park would be. But if they put it next to Wide World of Sports and it does really, really well, well, guess what? They'd be right next to Wide World of Sports. They could break, if they want to demo the whole Wide World of Sports and make that particular park bigger, they could do that. But even more viable than that is the fact that if they put it near Wide World of Sports, if you look at this next map I'm going to show. Now, this is a map you could look up on your own. This is just the map that I look up when I go driving. It's what it is, a Waze map or whatever this is, common knowledge map. It shows you the proximity of this property. And what's great about it is if they put the park right over here next to, now I'm going to show you a picture of what that swath of land looks like today. All that's there is a construction lot which has machinery in it and has Disney construction vehicles. There's really not much in there. And so that's what it looks like today. But if Disney was to put the park over there, they'd be able to link up the Skyliner with Hollywood Studios, with Hourglass Lake, with the Caribbean Beach. Both of those areas are only about 1 mile. They'd only have to extend the Skyliner 1 mile. And if they extend that 1 mile in that direction, that would open up all the future potential for All-Star Resort, Coronado, linking it up to Animal Kingdom. There's so many possibilities of doing it there. And another fantastic thing about doing it at the southernmost part of what they call World Drive is it's very close to I-4. So if you think about it, there's two other viable possibilities of where they might put it. One is the Swaziland near the Contemporary. I don't really see them really doing that because that's where the Stoll Airport is, the short takeoff and landing airport, if you've heard about that. It's too close to the Contemporary. It's big enough. It's close to Wilderness Lodge. I don't see that happening. And the Wilderness Campground over there. It's possible, but I don't see it happening. If they did do that, I think it would be more like a Walt Disney Legacy Park or something, and it would be much smaller. The other possibility is a big swath of land, which is nearby to Animal Kingdom. Now, this one is big enough. It's got the infrastructure, but the problem with this particular swath of land is that it's right next to the Animal Kingdom conservation lands, which basically means is that you really can't have pyrotechnics or loud noises. You're going to disturb the animals over there. So I, for one, I don't think that would be a great possibility. If I was building a park and I was Disney and I was hindered by not being able to do pyro or doing different light shows or noises for fear that I was going to upset the animals, which I'm a big animal lover, I would never even consider that possibility of putting some over there like that. For these reasons, I think the main part of where they're going to put this park is going to be right next to Wide World of Sports. I mean, I'm not a betting man, but if you look at it logically and you bring up that comprehensive report that I showed you, you will absolutely probably come to the same conclusion. And especially now that all this is going on with DeSantis and Disney, things are being hindered more. Another strong possibility of why I think this would be over there is that most of what Disney has is in Orange County. Osceola County was demanded that, kind of that Animal Kingdom be put in Osceola, so it'd be another thing for Osceola County, apart from Celebration, which Disney doesn't really have much to do with anymore, in Wide World of Sports, and Animal Kingdom and Animal Kingdom Lodge. That's about all that is present in Osceola County. So it being closer to I-4 makes it much easier to construct roadways from I-4 and do different things. It'd be much cheaper for Disney to work on that, hook up the Skyliner. I think it's a very strong, distinct possibility. So I want to thank my friend Figment for joining me on this video and for helping me out. And Figment actually said that if I was right with this whole thing, I would win 1 cent. Not 1 cent, C-E-N-T, 1 cent. If you've been on the Figment ride, you know what I'm talking about. So I love you guys. Thanks for joining me. Let me know what you think. Check me on my research. Definitely download that document or just look at it online. It's absolutely free. It's public knowledge. Go take a look at it and let me know. So don't forget to subscribe. Love you guys. And I hope to see you at Disney, especially at that 5th park, at that 5th gate. So take care of yourself, and we'll see you in the next video. Take care, folks. Bye-bye.